Previously on the bucket list.
Let's see, do they have the DeLorean? There it is. Oh, they got the cups too. Let's compare this to a couple of my DeLoreans at home. So let's go back home and we'll take a look at that.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Here is my Back to the Future DeLorean collection. On this side, we have the 2019 Diamond Select DeLorean from the first movie. The tires don't rotate in, but it does have a ton of lights and sound. They actually made a few different versions. They did make a Back to the Future 2, but this is the first release, I do believe, the 2019 version. This thing is super cool. My mistake, this is the 2009 DeLorean from Diamond Select. This thing is cool. We have rotating tires. You can see, so we can drive along. But this is from the first movie, so these tires do not rotate in. And you can see right there, it does say 2009. Let's see if I can focus in right there. Diamond Select Toys and Collectibles. Yeah, great time machine. The doors do open. Pretty cool. And you can see the flux capacitor in the back. Steering wheel. Right there. You can kind of see it in the back, the flux capacitor. And when you press this button, all the lights turn on. And then the hood opens, and that's where the battery compartment is. There's no engine or anything. And the wiper blade is actually movable a little bit. So yeah, let's press this button. Check this out. Next up, we have the 1991 Back to the Future. I believe this is from the animated series. This is a McDonald's toy. This thing is super fun. Next up, we have the DeLorean from Playmobil Back to the Future. Now, they did make a few different sets and advent calendars, so you could accessorize this and make it from part 2 as well as part 3 with the white wall wheels. This has lights and great detail. Here's a closer look. I absolutely love the Playmobil Back to the Future series. They had a couple of advent calendars that you could still get on Amazon, and what was cool about the advent calendars, a lot of times they came with not just figures and accessories, but they also had parts that you could attach to your DeLorean and make it part 2. And then the second advent calendar had accessories that you could make it for part 3, the Western. Gave you white wall tires. The tires do rotate in, so you just clip that like that. You can have it in hovering mode. Pretty cool. Can do that to the back tires also. There is a button here that you can hit. Turn on the lights. Just like that. Doesn't have any sounds, but it's really cool. I think that looks great, and it'll stay on. No brake lights, but it does say out of time in the back. I don't think they had another sticker that you could put over here for the barcode from part 2 and stuff, but yeah,
Actually, I think maybe, did the lights go off? Yeah, I think they go off after a few minutes. And they stay on just like that. The doors do open. You can put another Playmobil character inside there. There's Marty. You can take Marty out. But yeah, this thing is so fun. Absolutely love the Playmobil Back to the Future series. Again, you can put the pole, the lightning rod, attach it there. It did come with that. And what's fun about the Playmobil also is you actually have to build this, put it together. So it's actually kind of like a little mini model.
Here we have from Jada Toys, we have the Nano series. This is the Back to the Future with the DeLorean and Marty's truck, as well as the clock tower. This set is super cool. If you're into Back to the Future, you got to have this. This is actually in stores now. Pretty cool. Last but not least, this is the DeLorean Popcorn Bucket that I just picked up. This thing is super cool.
All right, this Back to the Future DeLorean is not from part 1, right? This has got to be from part 2 because we have the barcode in the back. We have Mr. Fusion. And the wheels do rotate inwards. I'm not complaining at all. I know this at the end of Back to the Future. I mean, it does say Back to the Future right there. I know at the end of Back to the Future, they had this version of the DeLorean. But, you know, that's a little nitpick. It's pretty cool. Now, there really is no detail in here. There's no dashboard or a flux capacitor in the back there. These trays do open up just like that. See, and then, yeah, well, there is a little black spot there, but I don't think it's anything. I think it's just a black. But that opens, the trays open up just like that, and you can fill it with popcorn. Pretty cool. And these do rotate like that, so I'm wondering, I wonder if those are removable. We'll have to look at that in a minute. But let's close that up, and then we have the on and off buttons here. So there is, oh, are the batteries dead already? Oh no, there you go. So you gotta take these tabs out, boom. Take those tabs out, and there you go. Pretty cool. I like that. Oh, you do have the DeLorean symbol in the front. The headlights don't light up. You would think that they would, because it kind of looks like there's bulbs in there, but I guess maybe if you turn the lights off, you'll see some of the lights shine through. But for a popcorn bucket, I think this is pretty neat. This is what it looks like with the lights off. It's actually pretty bright, don't you think? You can kind of see like little tiny lights through the headlights. But yeah, I wish there was sounds, and I kind of wish it flickered a little bit like the Diamond Select version. But let's put it side by side with the Diamond Select version. So overall, I think this is pretty darn cool. Very cool popcorn bucket, don't you think? Let's take a closer look at the cup. I love how it shines like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to start here. We have, whose watch is that? Is that Doc's or Marty? Who had the watch? I would assume it would be Doc's hands. Look at, we have a clock right there. That's pretty cool. So what was that? Is that from the first or second movie? There's all the dates. We have the hoverboard and the sports almanac. And that's why I'm like, is this part 2? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I think it's a great looking cup either way. But is this really part 1 or part 2? Let me know in the comments. What do you think?
So there you go. These are pretty cool. I absolutely love Back to the Future. One of my favorite movies of all time. But what do you say? Let's see if we can customize this DeLorean. We'll take out the trays, possibly. See if we can take out the trays and see which figures possibly can fit in here. So if you want to try to get a 6-inch or a NECA figure, or maybe even a 4-inch figure will fit in here. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to see if we can take these trays out and customize this. So if you want to have a DeLorean to fit some of your figures in here, maybe this is the way to go. I don't know. What do you say? Let's do this.